for you. What's going on? What are your plans for the week? Let me know in comments what your plans are for the week. I want to talk to you about how do you sell your thing, whatever your thing is. We all got a thing to sell. If you ain't got a thing to sell, you need to get a thing to sell, because like if you want money, you bet you best have a thing to sell. Am I right? Like, someone tell me if I'm right or not. If you want to make some money, you better have a thing to sell. But Marlon, how do I sell my thing? Well, so here's the deal. Number one, you got to have a list. You got to have a list. Now, you can get a list by posting on social media and offering a free report. Like I offer my free report on how I sold 70,000 products online at resellertoolkit.com/70 and the number K /70K. Offer my free seed marketing report at marloncenters.com. So you can offer something free on social medias, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTubes, whatever you want, whatever turns you on, whatever ones you like. Offer your freebie there and do it a lot. Do it consistently, right? Or you can do paid media, or you can get affiliates to promote, right? But the one that fits most, but not all people, is content marketing. You have a brand you want to promote. You put out content on your different channels. And you have 3 stages of content: awareness, consideration, action. So awareness is they become aware of that they have a problem. Consideration is they become aware of different possible solutions to the problem. Action is they narrow it down to select one solution, right? One vendor or supplier of a solution. So those are 3 types of content you can put out on social media in order to generate leads if you so desire. I had in the past week, I think I added it up, but it was over 140, probably more than that. They keep coming in daily of leads. I'll show you over here on my Aweber. Hold on here. Just by giving out my free report, right? Let's see here. It wasn't a billion, but remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? Now I'll be putting out another one. So I had this big blip. So next week I need another big blip. So I'll put out something else, right? I'll put out something else. But you can see here we had like 8, 12, 72, 33, 23, 6. Today we've had 1 so far. And so all of those add up. So that's how you do it, is you put out your freebie to build your list. Now you can also put out a low priced entry level offer to build your list. And you can promote that again using social media, paid ads, affiliates. There you can there's other categories, like you can do content marketing includes podcasting. It includes writing for sites. If you're like, hey, Marlon, I don't like to talk. Well, yeah, that's okay. It's no problem. You can write. You can write up a freaking storm. You can talk up a storm if you want to. There's lots of ways. So anyway, number 1, you got to have your list. Number 2, you got to have your offer. So someone contacted me yesterday on the support desk, one of my customers, and they said, Marlon, I'm a real estate agent. I need traffic because I'm a real estate agent. I need to get deals. Well, number 1 is your list. Your list can be expired homes. Your list can be for sale by owners. Your list can be a geographical area, like a neighborhood that you do what's called farming with, right? Your list can be your whole network of contacts that you stay in contact with. Your list can be all the people that you meet that you actually get on a mailing list, right? These are all different kinds of lists. Now, step number 2 is you need an offer. Now, every real estate agent, is like, well, I can sell your home for you. But Craig Proctor had one. I don't have the card here in front of me. I've shown it on some of my trainings. He had one. Find out what the home down the street sold for, or get a free computerized list of homes for sale in your area. Something free, an offer that gets them to, we call this a hand raiser. You need to have some kind of a hand raiser, right? And that's going to depend on who you're marketing to, who the list is, right? It's going to depend who the list is, what your offer is. There's some people that come up with very creative offers for people with expired homes. Find out why your home didn't sell, and come up with a 6-step plan to make it sell. Or for sale by owners, they give them a little for sale by owner kit so they can develop a little bit of a relationship. And then number 3 is your creative, right? That's your sales copy, graphics, and so forth that you're going to use to get the offer to the list. Now, once you generate that lead, it's a whole nother thing, because then you have your sales follow-up, right? So it's really like list, offer, creative, and follow-up, which is a really crappy acronym, LOCFUF. It's not a good acronym. But it's true, because once you develop that lead, then it all becomes a matter of follow-up. But generating a lead is a matter of, so my question is, do you know who your list is? Are you generating a list? Right? Do you know who you want to get on your list? Do you know where they are? How are you going to reach them? Number 2, have you developed your offer yet? Something free or something cheap? Number 2, and then number 3, do you have the creative, the sales copy, and the graphics that actually get people to request the offer? So you generate the leads, so then you put them into whatever kind of follow-up system, CRM, whatever it is that you got to follow up with them, folks. So this is it. This is the method that you use. I don't care if you're a real estate agent, or you're a plumber, or it is not book author, you're a coach. It does not matter. You list. You got to have your targets to get your offer to, and you got to have sales copy and creative graphics to communicate that offer, generate the lead, and follow up. I mean, we could have a couple other steps in there concerning follow-up. How are you going to follow up? How often are you going to follow up? Are you going to follow up email, direct mail, phone, whatever, right? But that's it. List, offer, copy is the thing. I've seen enormously creative, methods of using this, because like if you're B2B, you don't maybe offer something free, maybe some free information at the start, but then you offer a free introductory service. Could be an audit, it could be a requirements analysis, it could be a lot of things, right? But some kind of an offer. All right, let me go see here, give a shout out to whoever we got on or any comments today. And we got 5 on. If you're watching, give me a coffee emoji. Let me know you're watching today. Give me a shout out or some kind of an emoji or a coffee emoji. Let me know you're on and watching. So what do you have to sell? Do you know how to get your list? Do you know how to recruit affiliates? Or do your content marketing? I mean, the content marketing is the big thing most people are focusing on. And the reason is it only takes your time. Paid ads are great, but you lose a lot of money real fast on paid ads if you don't know what you're doing. I mean, now you shouldn't, like, if you're smart about it, you probably take a measured pace, but that's a black hole you can go down real fast. And a lot of people don't like affiliate game because there's often or sometimes recips involved, reciprocal mailings where you promote them and they promote you. You may or may not have a problem with that. Affiliates can be a really good source of traffic, but you can't really pick and choose your traffic then, the people you're getting. The good thing about content marketing is, number one, it only involves your time. Hey, Roger, shout out. Rick, shout out. Anybody else watching? I know we got other people watching. Give me an emoji. Give me a something or the other, a coffee mug or something, right? All right. So then we have our list, and then the introductory offer of some sort, a freebie. Again, my freebies, how I sold 70,000 products at resellertoolkit.com/70K, 70K. But you know, it's not always that. Sometimes it's just a little introductory thing. And I showed this yesterday. I've shown, I show a lot of people on YouTube. I like a lot of people. I've shown Tanya Eliza before. He does just freaking incredible freebies. But then yesterday, I showed you the brand hustler, right? And everybody has these biases. Some people assume because somebody's younger or female or whatever sex, that they're not really, they may not think, oh, I don't have anything to learn from them. They don't have a lot of business experience. And you would be wrong. Because some of these people will, like, she worked in the corporate world and worked with a lot of big companies and organizations, right? And had a lot of social media experience. And so you just can't assume that kind of thing. In any event, she has a little thing here. Let's see if it's here. She doesn't have it here. She offers, oh, here it is, target audience workshop. Some low-priced products to get you kind of in the fold, right? Let's see how, so this one is $37 here, right? So I guess the list price, I don't know how much it is. Target audience workshop. Oh, this is a 2-day thing. Yeah, this one may be more expensive. Let's see here. She has one version of this that's free, or like, $10 or something. This one is 97 or 140. I think it's already over. I don't know if it's still for sale or not. Let's see. Lock in your spot. No, I don't think it's for sale anymore. And anyway, on our channel, if you go through there, I won't do it now, but she has different low price offers for sale, like $10, $15, cheap stuff. Just to get people in the fold, right? That's no different, or it's very similar to just offering a free report, right? Because after you offer a free report, the thing is typically you offer something that's a lower priced entry level product. It could be a free plus shipping book, could be a little $37 something or the other, $47 something or the other, $100 something or the other. If you're B2B, it could be a $500 something or the other. That's cheap for B2B, right? So, list offer copy. If you got any questions about list offer copy, list them, and maybe I'll cover them on another video for you. Ray, how are you? Marlon Sanders is online marketing. What? Colonel Sanders is to fried chicken. Hey, Ray, how are you doing? Well, my last name is Sanders, and is Sanders like Colonel. My first name is Marlon like Brando, and some people get confused and call me Colonel Brando. I know that's a stupid joke, right? It's stupid. All right, but shout out, Ray. Thanks for being here. Rick, thanks for being here. If y'all got any questions about the list offer copy, then you can type them in and let me know. Does that resonate with you? I know it does for Roger and Rick, because they're on every day. Rick, Ray, I'm glad you're here. We do this every day, Ray. We do this like every day. And some days I'm hot and smoking and on fire. Some days I need more coffee. It really, some days it's a triple high jackpot, and some days it's a triple low bio freaking rhythm day, right? But we do our best to drop some wisdom and help you get going. selling whatever it is that you've got to sell, whatever you got to market. Now, I specialize in info products. I do my best to help people create, package, sell, and deliver info products because that's actually what I do. So I try to teach what I do. But we also teach the general marketing to people because some people just don't want to market info products. Some people want to be an affiliate. Some people have an offline business. So we cater kind of to different needs. But the commonality is you got to get your audience. You got to get an offer to sell them. You got to have your creative, and then you got to put all of that together to generate your leads and follow up. How effective is list marketing today due to email overload? Well, Ray, I'll tell you what. The first answer is there's a lot of different kinds of lists, meaning there's text messaging, there's getting people in a Facebook group, there's getting people in another kind of group like Circle or School, SKOOL. These are all things where you can get people into community. That's another kind of a list. Another kind of list is obviously your mailing list for direct mail. But let's just talk about email. Every multi-million-dollar business pretty much I know of is built on the back of email, right? Now, you do have the people that only sell a really big ticket like coaching, $10,000, $25,000, and they just run ads and typically don't have a list much. Still probably a mistake. But, you know, if you're selling something $25,000, you'll just generate the leads, get them on the phone, and try to sell them. But for most businesses, they're list-based, and people are doing millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars through email. So, yeah, there's a lot of emails, but it still converts like crazy. And it's how most people in online marketing make their money. For example, they do a launch. 50% of the sales are going to come from their email list. 30% of the sales are going to come from their social media. 20% of their sales are probably going to come from paid ads. So 50%, half their sales are still coming from email. So that's how it is, Ray. The money's in the list. It's always been in the list, always will be in the list. But, you know, back in 1900s, early, it was direct mail lists because they didn't have email back then. Bless their hearts. They didn't have phone back then. The phone was so freaking expensive to use because it was only invented in the late 1800s. So, they really couldn't even do phone marketing. Or very few companies did. So it was all about sales, the direct mail, and then salespeople following up in person, right? So the backbone of direct response marketing always has been, always will be the list, right? Always has been, always will be the list. So the money is in the list. And I'll tell you something interesting is if you take the size of your list and times it by 1%, that's probably how much you will sell when you launch a product. So, you know, if you want to make more money, it's real simple. You increase the size of your list, right? So let's say you got 25,000 people on your list. 10% would be 2,500. 1% is 250. You launch a product, you'll probably sell 250, right? It like you can break it down that simply. Now, if you look at opt-ins where you take your list and then you get them to opt in for the launch fresh, then you're probably going to sell 3 to 5% of those opt-ins, right? So, but if you just look at your list as a whole, you're probably going to sell 1% of your list on a launch of a new product to your list. So, yeah. That's what I've got for you guys today. The list, the offer, and the copy, and the follow-up. One of the ways that you get more people on your list is just do more lead magnets, right? So I need to get another lead magnet ready for next week. Some of them will do better. Some of them won't. Like my one before the 70K report was, it's called the Johari Window Report, and it's about how to find new opportunities using your Johari window, and it's at resellertoolkit.com/Johari, Johari. who was a psychologist and came up with this concept of Johari windows, right? And so I produced a report on that. It was not very popular because I didn't do a good job of explaining it. No one knows what a Johari window is. So some reports will do better than others. Now, some people are really sophisticated at social media and have very sophisticated content calendars. Some people wing it, right? And I see all kinds succeed. There isn't like, there's people that really plan out and manicure their content carefully and they crush it. There's people who just do stream of consciousness and crush it because they get a following of people who like that approach, right? The people who just follow you on social media, they're a list because they're hearing your message so you can get your message to them about the offer, right? All right. Anyway, guys, that's what I've got for you. Thank you all for joining me today. I'll see you all tomorrow. Y'all have a great day. And let's go do some